Good morning, everybody. It's me, David Brown, here with this week's Design and Dialogue. And this week, I want to talk about Gen Z. Now, you might be thinking, why Gen Z? Why now? What does this have to do with anything? We're trying to recover. We're falling back. There's COVID. Why is he talking about Gen Z? And that's a good question, but I'm not off my rocker. I know that I shared maybe about a month and a half ago that it's during these times that firms do their most important work. And I think a lot of firms right now, as the new normal starts to coalesce, are doing a lot of the good work about corporate culture, structures of firms, work from home, flexibility, and those types of things. And I think right now is the perfect discussion to interject a conversation about Gen Z. So a little background about Gen Z, they're kind of the next thing coming. Will we hear as much about them? Who knows, right? But they are the next wave of workers that are entering the workforce. They are born from between 1997 and 2012, and they're just starting to trickle in to the workforce. And so as a firm owner or a senior leader, it's important to consider what is key to motivating and keeping and encouraging this new workforce. And because we're kind of in the moment of doing our most important work, now's a good time to really understand what they bring to the table and what they expect. So what are their values? What are they looking for, and kind of what are their core elements of beliefs that they bring with them? They really believe in flexibility. I think that's number one. And that doesn't just mean work from home flexibility. It means flexibility on projects, flexibility on responsibilities, flexibility on team. They're not strong solo workers. They're very, very team-oriented and very compatible with others and work best in that environment. And they really like, of course, a work-life balance. So as you think about, kind of what a new strategy might be for the firm, think about flexibility, work from home, being a part of that, as well as collaboration and the ability to collaborate. So first and foremost, I think it's important to understand, how do you attract this talent? Because they come with new fresh ideas, they understand new technologies, and they are going to be, within 5 years, kind of the biggest part of the new hires, I would feel, across the industry of design. And I think that to attract these people and to get them interested in your firm, you've really got to understand what your culture is and do a top-notch job of communicating that culture beyond your walls. Now, that is a completely different design and dialogue, which I might do later, but there is a very big value, not only to this generation, but to any kind of person you're trying to attract to your firm, be it a client or a new employee, about communicating your core values to a larger audience than the insular groups that work for you. We'll talk about that later, but really think about how you do that message now, and make part of that message your ability to do technology and where you are with technology. That's very important. They are curious about what you know, what you're growing towards, and what your beliefs are in technology. Obviously, the work-life balance and the collaboration are key. And then once you bring them in, how do you work with them? What are some things that you need to know as you work, or your teams work with this Gen Z? I think it's important across everything to engage them. I think that the hierarchy of kind of my generation, where you paid your dues and you kind of incrementally increased in your responsibilities, is not what they're used to, and is not where they perform their best. They're looking for collaboration day one. They're looking for engagement. They want to know what senior leaders believe and be exposed to that. That's how they grow. Think about these things. Right now, we're not hiring a lot, but again, you're doing your most important work right now. And I think the most important work you're doing is starting to think about a culture that's going to not only attract, but keep Gen Z. That's it today. I hope everybody has a great week this week, and I'll see everyone next week.